You see some horses right there at the bottom of your screen. This is the U.S. Forest Service pack mule team.
And Smokey the Bear. I love Smokey the Bear.
He is back, and we especially need his reminders this fire season.
It's going to be
Talk
one
about
huge.
an active
yeah,
one.
you guys have been covering those every single night. It seems like there's another fire,
the
Jazz.
Angeles National Forest one right
Luckily,
now.
you know, there mostly been these vegetation fires, and the firefighters are getting on it quickly. You know, just burning a lot of grass. And, you know, it's
Smokey.
You just never, of course, you never want it to get to the communities, you know, and burn any structures. So.
And the airplanes that fly are really amazing.
There's a new tanker, I think, based over at the Santa Maria Airport that they're using this fire season. You know, when we don't have the rain, Norm Hoffman talks about it, our weather guy. When we don't have the rain, we get this danger. And again, we've seen already several of those small fires pop up.
Very dry. It's as dry as I've ever seen it.
Again, Smokey the Bear here on the parade route this morning. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Those team of mules. Mega 97.1, you're in the groove. A shout out to Mega. Be sure to join Mega 97.1 at the street fair right after this parade at the JCPenney's parking lot. Family fun, food, shopping.
We got more dancers. This is the United All-Stars Cheerleaders. Made up of 3 All-Star teams from the Central Coast, Galaxy All-Stars from Grover Beach, Central Coast Elite from San Luis Obispo, and Triple Threat All-Stars is from right here in Santa Maria. Look at this, is a huge group.
My niece coaches cheerleaders, and what she says, okay, because the bows are such a big thing. So she says, bows in the air, that means they're in the airplane flying to the next competition.
Bows in the air.
They compete all around the state, up and down the state of California each year.
Look at this one. Oh, they got her on camera. She's just so...
She's tired.
So would I be.
Exactly. You know, good for her.
Yeah, Steve Labard is the one that has that project where he's trying to put a flag at the corner of Clark and 135 in the Orchid area. Steve's been working on that. Great work.
Now, their members include active duty Marines and Navy, Army, Coast Guard veterans from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Panama, Iraq, and Afghanistan.
Semper Fi.
That's a big truck, isn't it, Jazz? Really big. Look at just the size of the wheels.
I would not want to drive that either.
Just the size of the wheels are almost as tall as we are.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us here on KCOI CBS 12. Mark and Jazz here from Central Coast News. We see you on the evenings at 5, 10, and 11 p.m. Joining us is Joni Gray, former county supervisor. And, I mean, Joni, what else, on your list that we can say that you've done? We've learned so much more about you here during the past hour.
And thank you for all your time and dedication to this community.
I'm just lucky. There's Ben Hayes. He's the guy we listen to in the morning.
This is AM 1440, the information station. Cool, right along with Good Samaritan Services, and we partner with Good Samaritan all the time, KCOI, to put on those food drives, whether it's at the holidays or over the summer. So Good Sam stepping it up, and they're here to celebrate the youth and also to salute the vets.
Glad to have them, and right behind them, here come the Lompoc High School dance line and marching Braves. Proud to represent the city of Lompoc in the Elks Rodeo Parade. They have not been in the parade in many years, but they're glad to be back.
That's wonderful. Yeah. I'm glad to see him back. Bands had kind of gone by the wayside.
This is a nice looking band.
Yeah, it is. And they're good. And they sound good.
Look at their feathers, top hats.
Yeah. Yeah, that music's good. Almalika, they always take up stage so much in the parade. We're going to be seeing Almalika stuff now for a good long while.
Oh, good.
They just do parade. They love it.
Almalika, the color guard.
Led by the captain of the patrol, Kalani Jensen, with President Su Yu Chang.
You're right, we have quite a few entries.
They actually just, I think it's kind of like their hobby. They just do parades. But then they raise all kinds of money for children's hospitals. And when you have a child that's in bad shape, the Shriners
They
are the
step
ones that
up.
All these
really
groups,
do.
I say it time and time again, it's overwhelming, all these different groups, and you hear, what they support and what they fundraise for. It's just so amazing that we have these groups that do the fundraising, because in an economy like we have now, you need that.
Yeah, we still have another shrine out.
Yeah. This is the Lompoc Shrine coming up. Yep, so we've had the City of Sierra Madre Pass, the City of Kern County Shrine Club, the Santa Maria Shrine Club, and now the Lompoc Shrine Club. And they've been participating in these events for 38 years.
Here comes the Rigetti High School Warrior Marching Band. The award-winning group of young musicians under the direction of Cindy Waylander, with drum major Dulce Vargas and drumline captain Ricky Luna. Now the Warriors want to thank everyone for supporting the Elks Rodeo Parade and hope you all have a great time.
And they're saying thank you for music programs.
Yeah.
Because those are the kind of program that sometimes get cut if
Well,
if
they
the
have
money
been.
gets-
There's many schools and districts. I mean, everyone's in the same boat. It's tough to see because, it's important. Again, it keeps those kids focused, throughout their 4 years. And so, yeah, nice to see it that it's staying here at Rigetti High School.
And I thought that was really nice that they said, and thank you for supporting music. That
Yeah.
was a nice line. And I believe, and I may be wrong, but I believe that the drum corps guys, they marched through really early. They brought them back, and now they're going. This is their second time through the parade.
Good for them. That takes a lot of energy. They're playing one of the top 40 songs right now, I think. This is
We're going to say goodbye to
Joni.
Joni Gray. Joni Gray, thanks for coming and stopping by. We appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. Some great insight. Again,
Love
that
having
was
you here.
former County Supervisor Joni Gray. We're going to switch her out
She's
so
a
we
great
thank her
lady.
involvement here with the Santa Maria Elks Rodeo Parade.
Rick Smith is about to come up and help us talk about this great parade on a Saturday morning.
A reminder, we have many sponsors this
Rick.
morning, and it could not be possible without them. We thank the Santa Maria Valley Chamber of Commerce, a place to live, a place to play, a place to prosper. So joining us again, Rick Smith, and we had Rick on the newscast last night briefly, I think during the 6 p.m. news. Rick, thanks for stopping by. What a day. Talk about the weather. You can't complain, can you?
This can't be any nicer. It really can't. It's, great Santa Maria weather, just perfect.
And this passing by the Calvary Chapel Children's Ministry, ran by Pastor Terry Evans. It includes the First Service Kids Church, special needs program as well, Calvary Chapel Preschool, a live band performing there. The hay bales on back and family and friends on board.
So, Rick, what does this weekend mean to you all?
It's already the 70th year, and that's what's really special to us. We've been doing this 70 years. It's been a long
Wow.
time. And we saw the stands last night. I don't know if you guys were out there.
It filled up.
It was full. And that's,
I could hardly walk back to my car. I mean,
No.
people were eating those 2-pound burgers, the turkey legs.
yeah, no, I saw who was eating
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
You
no.
can't blame the newscasters.
No, the
We get
newscaster was
hungry.
off to the side eating that. He was in another world. That was great. That was actually kind of funny.
Well, and the country music artists you guys had come in this year, John Party and Morgan Fraser.
Yes, and that concert was just, off the hook. It was beautiful.
You just saw there on your screen a quick shout out to the Santa Barbara County Sheriff involved in this year's parade.
We saw his paddy wagon go by. It was restored by the California Men's Colony, San Luis Obispo, by the inmates, actually, in the vocational education program.
And that restoration of that vehicle done with 100% donations.
And riding shotgun was, with Juan, was the Santa Barbara County Sheriff, Bill Brown.
Okay, you see him right here on your TV screen. Katie's All-Star Gymnastics, Santa Maria's premier gymnastics center. Why gymnastics? Well, they say it's a fantastic way of building strength, coordination, balance, and agility.
And they're doing full-on gymnastics right there on your TV. You can see now in the back behind the truck. They fold up their mats, and then they'll do it again.
Hopefully they'll stop right here in front of us so we have a front row seat for that.
So, Rick, you have kids?
3 children, all grown and almost all out of the house.
Grown. So you don't have to deal with the gymnastics and the soccer practice.
We've gone through all that, which is fine.
Nicely done. That was neat. Here we go again. Wow.
Woo.
Cool. So, Rick, I'm assuming this is something that you can't do.
You can do this if you practice.
As a firefighter for 33 years, tried it, but no, we don't do that. Come on.
That's right. So you've been on Central Coast News before as your years as a firefighter, right? We used to go and interview you from scenes of fires.
With your helmet on and soot on your face.
We talked about last night. Oh yeah, go find the guy with the sooty face. And
Didn't you? Is it true in firefighter land you have to buy ice cream if someone gets on TV?
Oh. Even for this, somebody will call me and say, "Yeah, you owe ice cream."
You owe them.
Well, we
ice
thank
cream.
you for your years of service.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
It was a great career.
Of course, this event only possible with our generous sponsors this morning, including Marion Regional Medical Center, new and always will be, doing a lot of great work there.
Also, Central Coast Now. Tune in to Central Coast Now to support the local businesses. It's television for the Central Coast, and it's all about the Central Coast.
Hi, Mom. All the kids here along the parade route waving here to the TV. Coming up next on the parade route this morning is the Orchid Union School District Band, directed by Brenda Haskell and led by drum majors Sierra Husselstein and McKinley Galt.
And it just went off the screen, and as we get to the Orchid Union School District Band, I do want to say the Santa Barbara County Search and Rescue Team just went by. It's a volunteer branch, so just a big shout out to them.
We talk about them a lot on the newscast.
Yep.
Great organization.
So here's the band, as you said, Mark. 7th and 8th grade students from Lakeview and Orchid Junior High.
This band has participated in the parade since its inception and is very proud to be part of the 70th anniversary. Some of Santa Maria's finest making their way down the parade route this morning.
Backing up. Officers on motorcycles. There they are.
They're actually officers, patrol officers from all over the Central Coast.
So they'll all come together
They bring them in to help out the rodeo, just like we do if Santa Maria goes up to the Harvest Festival and things to help out there. So it's good community spirit all the way around.
Multi-agency.
Exactly.
Next year on the route, you see them here on your TV screen, the Crusaders, the Orchid Unified Soccer League. We just had them on the newscast. We were saying something that they accomplished. They're doing a lot of good, I know that.
Well, I mean, this is, Mark, this year the boys, U14 Crusaders, they became the first team ever from Santa Maria.
There you go.
To win that Cal South State Cup championship. That was exciting for them. The Crusaders, the U15, they also won the first ever Cal South President's State Cup championship for a team from the Central Coast. So good work.
You know, Jazz, you just said that, and here they come. They're on the back of this truck, and they got the trophy.
They got the trophy to prove it.
Yeah, we had just given them a shout-out on the newscast, I think, about 2 weeks ago.
You know, we are all about positive local news. Hashtag us on Twitter, Central Coast News on Facebook and Twitter. We'll get those stories on.
This is a special time for them to be able to be in the parade, you know, and hold that trophy. That has to be pretty neat for them. Jazz, did you mention that they were traveling to Idaho this month?
I did not.
Traveling to Idaho this month to compete for a national championship.
I think it was showing they're going to Boise.
Yeah.
They're trying to raise a donation to go to Boise.
Good for them. The Pomo Indians coming up. That's the next entry here. You're taking a bird's eye view right now at the parade route down Broadway.
Now, the Napomo Indians ride in memory of Frank Diaz Sr., who participated in the Elks Rodeo Parade since 1952. Riding today is his son Johnny, his daughters, and grandchildren. Johnny Diaz has been carrying on the tradition since 2003 with his sisters, nephew, and nieces.
What has been some of your favorite entries so far, Rick, that you've seen? Whether it's the marching bands or the big pirate ship.
Well, I was just going to say that.
Michael B.
The
Clayton
Michael
and
Clayton
his
pirate ship. I mean, it's a wow. Okay.
There
And
it
if
is.
you've ever
Kinda
talked to
puts it on.
Michael
He
about
always
it, he
does
has
that.
that huge story about how he got started and how his kids wanted it, and he built it, and he has the Winnebago underneath, but all the details, pretty neat to see.
No, it is. It's very good.
And he's our Grand Marshal today.
Yeah. And just like that, he puts on the barbecue for the veterans that the Elks help do every year. It's really, he does a lot for this community.
Well, good for these Napomo Indians. Taking part in the Elks Rodeo Parade. They've been doing this since 1952, as you said.
This is just fun to watch. Sit back and relax. Kind of getting a feel, if you're at home, you know, what everyone's seeing today. Dancing to the drum beats there in the background.
Look at this cute little kid holding up the flag. You'll see him come up here on the TV screen in a second. There he is.
It really is amazing how many entries we get for this parade every year. You know, a lot of the groups coming back for more every year. You know, we hear that a couple of them, you know, they've been doing all the parades, other ones that join on, but that continued support for the people that want to come back out and be involved in this is pretty neat as well.
It really is.
We have the Pioneer Valley High School FFA, the Pioneer FFA. It promotes the agriculture.
Future Farmers of America.
And that premier leadership through the hands-on experience, and that is so important. You want, Rick, to attract the younger crowds now, the younger generations, to pick up and learn from everything that all these older people have done. But, you know, it's true. You guys have done so much. We need
really
to pass
is.
that
And
on.
We do. We need to pass on traditions. And the FFA, what they do is just, when they go show their animals at the county and state fairs, it's something really good.
It's pretty special.
It really is. It continues the everything that's about this community.
Well, PV, HS, FFA, the students, they also participate in career development events in which students take practical knowledge from the classroom. They apply it to real-world situations while competing against other FFA chapters. Giving them a wave this morning as they have a good view down Broadway.
Rick was shaking his head when I said older generations. Not that you're old. We are all still young, okay? Young at heart
Young
and
at
in,
heart,
in our
exactly.
mind.
Yeah, but it is something we have to pass on.
And I think if this can continue year after year, not only the parade but the rodeo, it's going to instill that sense of pride in this community and the traditions that need to be carried over. And
It really does.
that's what life's all about.
Just like we did the Benetti mini rodeo.
Yeah, that
And
was
It
great
just brings
on
the
Thursday.
kids, and all they do is go tell their parents, let's go to rodeo. This is a lot of fun.
This is what we did today,
And
Mom and Dad.
we bring in 6,000 kids bust from all over.
Gosh.
And the logistics to get that done is just amazing.
Wow.
Our office staff is just,
Wow.
they are amazing. They do a heck of a great job.
All right, it's seeing on your TV screen. That is Annette McCullough. Annette has been riding in the parade for 17 years and has won numerous awards. She encourages everybody to support the American Cancer Society by participating in the Relay for Life.
But you can't forget, again, Mark, the little Apple Rangers picking up the mess left behind.
The County Line 4-H Road Apple
They're
Rangers.
keeping our parade route clean today.
They have to. We got a lot of horses out there.
Yeah.
I was talking to a kid over here, and they asked about, do you want to come help pick up apples on the parade route? And he goes, sure, I'll do anything.
They roped him
and
into
they
it.
kind of got him on the side and said, you know what those are? It's good.
Not the apples we want to eat.
No.
Say hello to Smith Alarm and Electronics. Glad they're involved in this year's parade. A family-owned business located in Napomo. They specialize in design and installation of alarm systems, fire systems, cable TV, intercom systems, you name it.
And more jailbirds right in the back. I don't want them to escape. We'll put them on Manhunt Monday on Central
But the
Coast
owner there,
News.
Ron Smith, does a great job. He's out. He has alarms stuck at our Unocal Event Center. And it's just a good thing
Good
this
thing
year.
to have.
Yeah,
and
very
and
good
to
thing.
trust someone with that
And
security.
it's something that we have to do now. We
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
When we have events like this, once a year, do you take a lot away and say, okay, what can we do to make it better next year? How does that process work?
Every single time. We'll sit down. I think we talked about this. We'll sit down in a month from now and just kind of do a brainstorming. Okay, how
What worked?
how'd all your little areas go, and what do we need to do? It's just the simple little things like that.
All
Well,
right,
this
Rick,
is the
right there
roller
on the screen.
derby.
Yeah, the Cal State Roller Derby, founded in 2010 as an all-women's skater-operated flat truck roller derby league.
They
Flat
are
track.
Flat track, Mark, and they are strong, devoted, do-it-yourself women. I say yeehaw to that.
And they are recruiting members of all skill levels.
I'm not tough enough.
Go.
Cal State Roller
Sorry.
Derby.
I'll take your
I'd
microphone.
cry.
Go.
Yeah,
I know
no.
it's fine.
I don't have my roller derby blades.
And I don't know if it's just we're hearing more about it, but it seems that these roller derby leagues are gaining in popularity, and it's
Well, the events
they have
and
a
to
lot
go
of
out
fun.
and see the game, the
Yeah.
sport. They say they provide this entertainment for the community and to be a positive role model. So
How cool. We saw that little girl, and I'm assuming that's her mom. I would assume it. Hey, my mom's a roller derby girl. How cool is
with,
that,
with
right?
the pink hair, the cowboy
What does
hats.
your mom do?
She's a roller derby girl.
She's roller derby. I bet they all have team names too.
Oh, yeah.
Tough Cookie or
Something very catchy.
Catchy.
This event would not be possible without our generous sponsors this morning, including Mega 97.1. You're in the groove. Be sure to join Mega 97.1 at the street fair right after the parade in J.C. Penney's parking lot. So
We're
if you're
there.
at home and you wanted to watch the parade at home, get off the couch, join us there at the street fair right after the parade this morning. Family fun, food, shopping, and a free concert. So thanks again to Mega 97.1. Who do we have here, Jazz?
Ooh, well this, I believe.
Marcos Ruiz in his
Classic
fully
styles.
restored 1953 Bel Air Chevy, which today he has converted to a portable barber shop. Who needs a haircut? We're inside the car right now. Nice view. Classic Styles Barber Shop. Owner Marcos Ruiz.
I like the barber poles right on the front.
Very nice.
The next marching band that we have coming has a ton of color. This is pretty exciting. Our TV camera will get to it here in a moment, but I'll start talking about them. The Pioneer Valley High School Band has won several awards over the past 4 years, most recently including first place
There they are.
in the Santa Maria Parade of Lights and the Orchid Christmas Parade last December. They got the neon this morning. Pretty neat.
Well, you know, and they're gonna, in this community, the Santa Maria community, they want to thank, and their leader there, Mr. Helms, who would like to send out a special thanks to the Santa Maria community for their support over the past few years. He's heading to Colorado, though, to take over a new program. So Mr. Helms will miss you, and for all your work at Pioneer High School.
Let's listen in. that. Jazz, you were talking earlier, some of these high school bands, they opt for one of those top 40 songs. You know, they're on the pop charts right now, and that's what this group is doing.
This was every day. I'm shuffling.
Lots of spirit here with this group. And again, Rick Smith with us. There's people evaluating the parade route, and there's awards given to, you know, best band and best float and so on and so forth. So this is a competition for them as well.
Things just got competitive, folks.
And the flag girls and boys right behind. Jazz, your mom did flags, right?
My mom was a flag girl, yep, down in Pasadena, La Cañada. She grew up.
The boosters promoting all sorts of athletics there at Pioneer Valley High School. Good morning, I'm giving them a wave.
They have the spirit. How about you at home? Yeehaw, Mark. I'm ready for some country music.
Just behind them, we have the marching money bags from Rabobank. Included in this group is branch manager Angelica Gutierrez riding shotgun in that armored truck with Tom Parsons at the wheel. Good morning.
They're dancing and she thinks my tractor's sexy. And you know the members are bank employees, friends and family, so.
Yeah, they're sometimes behind, you know, at the teller counter, and now they're down the parade route today, so kind of neat to see that.
Folks, it is going to get noisy. Call the family back into the TV room, and if you're watching this on KCOY.com, don't turn it off. We are wrapping things up with a bang. With a bang here on KCOY, CBS 12. There is something big coming down Broadway right now. I see the smoke. I hear the cannons, I'm guessing. But we have a few more entries to get to before we get to the noise. But I'm just saying, you can probably hear this over our microphones right now.
This is the Compton Sounders drill team and drum squad under the direction of Martha Skinner and Karen Skinner Wilson. The Sounders have participated throughout California and Nevada for the last 34 years, winning many first-place awards, sweepstakes, mayor trophies, and state championships. They have participated in the Elks Rodeo Parade for 33 years. Again, lots of noise here, so let's listen in and just enjoy.
Something else coming all the way up from Compton, all the way from Los Angeles area.
That is a real
For
treat.
the last 30 years.
It's a real treat.
To do that is something else.
It's not a short trip, so.
No, they got a lot of backing.
Got to pack
a lot
up.
Of backing.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
All right, Jazz, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. It's the Santa Maria Rocketer Rollers. They are
Rocketeer.
Rocketeer
Santa Maria
Rollers.
Rocketeer.
They are a local nonprofit roller derby league, another roller derby league, always recruiting.
But these are
skaters
13 to 17 years old.
and women 18 and over.
Okay.
Referees and officials are men and women of all ages. So if you would like to join, no skating experience is necessary. They're gonna train you how to do it.
I hear Santa Maria shout-outs. Everyone's wrapping up this parade, and like I said, out with a bang. What a parade it was.
They have
What
been
a
thrilling
parade.
crowds, as we mentioned, this Devil Mountain Brigade from Danville, California. They have been thrilling crowds throughout California and Nevada for the last 43 years, and this is their 14th year in the Elks Rodeo Parade. And there goes the shotgun.
Keep jumping.
Oh.
Is that why we turned around? I'm glad I've got these headsets on.
Well,
Perfect.
now we have the smoke and the ash flying around us. This is about as close as we can get to the action.
Right here from our broadcasting booth across from the historic Santa Maria Inn.
Well, we have been so lucky to have all of our guests on this parade broadcast today on this Saturday morning.
We want to thank Bobby Aquistapachi. He was with us at the beginning of the broadcast at 9 a.m. and also former county supervisor Joni Gray. And man, how much history that she has with this event. It's just neat to learn so much more. We had a blast. We hope you did too. We had beautiful shots thanks to our camera crew this morning, gathering all of the images, all of the floats and the bands. And I think that is some of my favorite stuff, is seeing the marching bands, knowing, sometimes it's being cut, but seeing the kids who come out with their schools. This is a big day for them.
And the practice and the dedication that goes into putting this parade on. So thank you for all of your
you're
hard
very
work
welcome.
that the Elks
You're
do.
very
We saw
welcome.
so many lodges represented here today. We've had a blast, and the weekend's not even over yet. We're going to do this all again next year. Positive local news, that's what we're all about. Mark and Jazz, Central Coast News, KCOY, CBS 12.